too close for comfort in Cleveland. Fox Business Network's Charlie Gasparino, Georgia's former Republican congressman, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Allen West. What do we know about these guys sort of getting ready for this right now, Charlie? What are you hearing?
Well, what I'm hearing is that they probably waited a little too late to bring these guys in, because there's going to be two battles that is going to be fought. Number one is there's a battle at the convention. Yes, if he doesn't get the majority, 1237, there's going to be a fight on the ballots for those delegates. And a lot of these delegates are not committed. Like, they can move, they can jump to another candidate. But then there's the ground game going forward, and I'll tell you, that's really where they needed some seasoned people, because Donald's going to have to go into states like even his home state of New York with a very sort of weak ground game where it does matter. Listen, New York is a proportional state. That means you have to go to counties and various districts and fight it out for delegates. And if he gets under 50%, then that fight becomes even more treacherous. And I think that's where he has a problem. I mean, these guys should have been hired day one.
Allen West, I think I mistakenly said, of course, a former Florida congressman, served this country honorably as well. Allen, what do you make of the fact that obviously all sides are gearing up for what might not be such a kumbaya convention, that it's going to get into the old Robert Kennedy helping his brother John Kennedy secure delegations?
Well, you've even seen Governor John Kasich bring on a couple of individuals, Charlie Black being one of them, and I forget the other gentleman's full name, but I know it's Stewart. And so everyone is preparing. It's kind of like before D-Day, you send in the paratroopers to set the conditions for the amphibious assault there on the beaches of Omaha and Utah. But it comes down to two things right now from this point going on. It's precision and organization. And what I mean by precision, it is about having a tight message. It's about staying on that message. And then it's about the organization, as Charlie talked about, to go out there at the grassroots level to be able to get that support, make sure it's consolidated. But it comes back once again to a candidate that cannot get caught up in the weeds and into the mud, but is able to articulate a vision. I'll tell you, one of the key things they need to do, they need to take Donald Trump's little Twitter toy away from him.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. But I mean, what's interesting, what Cruz has done.
But see, guys, that's about discipline.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, we talk about
absolutely right.
But let me get right back to this if I can, and Charlie, you help me with this. Yeah. One of the things that Cruz has done very effectively is going to these places where there are these unbound delegates or not committed to Canada and trying to pry them off. But they add up. When you do this in Wyoming, in North Dakota, Colorado, you could start picking up dozens of delegates doing this.
Right, and where you do it in Louisiana, where he apparently lost Louisiana but got delegates out of there, and that's all about him having a very good ground game and smart people. I mean, listen, I think Cruz is doing the right thing today. I mean, he looked kind of doofy, rolling the matzo balls, but I mean, I will say this: he is addressing two things with Donald Trump, and you're going to hear this in the next couple of days. He's going to say that Donald Trump has been weak on Israel. If you look at his prior comments, equivocating on Israel versus Palestine, and not just that, actually calling Israel Palestine, which it hasn't been called since 1948. You're going to hear Cruz hit him on that. He's going to hit him on women's issues too. And I'll tell you, going to the Jewish community that's how you do this in the Republican Party.
That might close the deal. But Allen, really, do you think this will go to multiple ballots?
I really do. I think right now, I don't think anyone may make that 1237 number. And look, just the same as in football, you don't get a touchdown for getting to the 2-yard line.
By the way, Trump should have hired Allen as his campaign manager.
Yeah, well, he makes more sense.
He would have had it wrapped up by now.
He makes more sense. And he could, and then the beauty of Allen, he could beat up people who don't.
He can stand up to Trump.
I'm a nice guy.
You are a nice guy.
Thank you both. I want to screw with you,
Thank you very much. Okay, look at the time.
Take care, guys.
All right, now, in the meantime, we got John Kasich. He's still in this race. And to prove how much